It's your boy Warlow back with another MyTeam video. And we are going to make a triple threat park tier list. So this is going to be a really interesting tier list to say the least. I'm going to rank each individual card about how I feel they rank in terms of a tier for how they are. So it's going to be an interesting tier list to say the least because this tier list might get wonky because, well, we're only basing it on one game mode. So this is going to get a lot wonky. So just know that it's going to get wonky and a lot of cards won't be in it. So if you want to know about a player, let me know. I just feel like some players, like, you don't need to hear me say Kyrie Irving isn't a TTO Park card. He's 6'2". Like, no, you're not going to use Kyrie in TTO Park. You're not going to be using him there. So there's no point of including him there. Okay, Alex Scar up first. If I had to rank it in terms of a Ruby card, probably B. I mean, he has a good enough, or probably C still. He has a good enough release. I feel like there's some better people, but he can stretch the floor out for a Ruby card. So I don't feel like it's bad for what he can offer you. I don't feel like it's bad, because speed does not really matter that much at TTO Park, really that much compared to a normal game where it's going to matter a lot more. So I feel like for what he offers on the court, he could be B tier. And like I said, this list is going to get a little wonky, but Bio up next. Bio up, bro, it's not letting me move it. Bio up next, I'll rank A tier. I feel like he is still a great Ruby card for what he does. If you get him as a Ruby card, you're going to be really happy about what he does. He's 30K, but for a TTO Park card, he's going to be absolutely elite for a Ruby card. So he's going to play really decent to you. Really decent. I'm just going to go out of order because we'll be here all day because I don't want to just do Rubies in a row. OG Anobi, I'm ranking OG Anobi in S tier. Like, I like OG as a TTO Park card. I played against him. That card be cooking in TTO online. Just he be really going off in TTO Park, honestly. And it's same thing with Doug Kriske. He's also another S tier. There's gonna be a lot of S tiers, a lot of A tiers. Prepare for it. But Doug Kriske is also an elite park card. Really good. Dalton, I probably put in D. Like, Dalton's release really isn't all that. I'm not a fan of Dalton's release, really, to be honest with you. Next up, we got Reef. I'll put him in B. I probably put him in C because it's like he's good, but like all he can do is catch and shoot for you, which he offers what he needs to do. I probably run Alex Scar a little bit more, better defense, but I'll put out Reef in C tier. Next up, Opal Grant Hill as a TTO card. I feel like he's more of an unlimited card. This is gonna be like probably a B tier because remember, I'm ranking these based off individuals, how I feel like when they're on TTO part, not about like where they're ranked at. Well, a little bit, but I'm ranking them more off the fact is like how these cards will be individually for you. And I don't think Grant Hill will offer more OG, Chrissy, or Bio because they have fast releases. Grant Hill's really pretty mid for the most part. So yeah, I just don't think he's a good TTO card. Next, we got Tyrese Maxey. If you just want to have fun on the court, Tyrese Maxey can cook for you. Like, I think he's actually just fun. Like, he can cook in TTO Park, but he's not going to get the dubs done. But he'll be fun in TTO Park. Kermit, I don't know why, like, we have bums like Kermit, like, running around, which I be seeing people run him. I don't know why. The dude has a 73 pointer. He does offer defense, but he's garbage. Like, stop gassing garbage up, man. Please stop gassing garbage up. Melo up next. But Melo's defense just isn't that good enough. I'm probably going D tier for Melo. Like, I don't think Melo's a bad TTO card. I think he's really good on Olgin, but I feel like for TTO, he's going to get defensively destroyed. So I'm ranking him in at D tier. Christian Brun up next. For his release, I like that release. I'm probably, for what he is, Ruby card. I'm probably going to go A tier for you. Like, if you are a person that's on a budget and you need a guy for TTO part, that Christian Brun can hoop. Okay, he can freaking hoop. So, yeah. Rank him in at A tier for what he can. Maybe that's a little too high in gassing it because I think Bio's better than him. I'd be gassing up a little bit, but I think Christian Brun, for what he can offer on the court for a Ruby, is going to be decent. DeAndre Ayton up next. I think you got to go S tier for DeAndre Ayton. He offers much on the court for you. For an Amethyst, he's going to get the job done. And for if you're at that price tag, you're going to like DeAndre Ayton. Okay, and which I feel like a lot of people are going to like it. So Jack Sigma up next. I probably need to make an ultra tier, but Jack Sigma, I'm probably going to put him in at S tier. I'm not going to make ultra tier. I feel like all the cards in S tier are going to be really good for you in TTO Park, and Jack Sigma is one of your best triple threat park. Amazing jump shot. Speed is good enough. He's going to be absolutely a beast in TTO Park. Scotty Barnes up next. Probably C tier. Scotty Barnes, alright. He got a good release. I mean, he's going to hit his open shots for you, but that's all he's going to be doing for TTO Park. He's not, like I said, not like OG, where OG be going crazy in TTO Park. I see a lot of y'all using them, but Scotty Barnes, he's just not that great. OP topping, lacks defense overall, so I'm going D tier. Not bad, can hit his catch and shoots and trophy apart, but about that, it's about right. 73 3-pointer for PJ Brown. I'd probably go B tier. Like, he can hit his open shots, but like, in TTO Park, you got to be able to shoot somewhat. And I might just go as low as probably C. Like, I don't think he's... I think B, because he has a good jumper. At least he has a good jumper. So, he can still cook a little bit if you're on there, but I just don't see it with PJ Brown and TTO Park. Boogie Cousins, I'm less harsh on C tier, because it's not as... Release is being not that mid. Might not be as bad in TTO Park a little. So, I still think he's not great, but... I gotta put him on that reef. So, like, you know, C tier for Boogie Cousins. Mario Chalmers, I D tier. I just feel like at a 6'3" guard, he's better in a limited setting, but in a TTO Park setting, he's gonna just be mid. So, I just don't really see it. And the same with Kobe White, probably going in D tier too, because Kobe White 6'5", can get defense, but like, he's gonna lack on the defensive end, and you need defense in TTO Park. Like, that is important in TTO Park. You need your defense. So, yeah, Caruso up next. I'm ranking Caruso in that A tier. He's an elite defensive point guard. Amazing release. He should be good in TTO Park. He does everything he mainly needs. He's 6'5" range. You would like that 6'6" range. But he does everything you need. So, yeah, this is like how we're going to rank it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar up next. Probably go like B tier too. Like, with him, like, I don't think, like, I still, like, you can green with Kareem, so you can get away with it, but his free ball is just a little bit low, and it's just not gonna, like, he's still gonna play great defense for you, but I think they are just gonna leave him open a lot of times, and that's gonna be an actual fair. Now, Roy Hachimura, I don't mind this card in TTO Park setting. I'm ranking A tier. I don't mind him in a TTO Park setting, because he can green bean his shot easier because he's not getting contested from 5 different people. So honestly, I don't mind Roy Hachimura in at A tier for this list. Sengun, I'm ranking D tier. His defense is too mediocre at this stage in the game to be running, in my humble opinion. So yeah. Jalen Williams up next. I'm going to S tier for Jalen Williams. Like, he's 6'5", but like, as a TTO card, what does he not do? He has a top end release. He's gonna bang every free pointer. He's not gonna miss. If we're talking TTO Park, he's fire. I mean, am I missing anything? He literally offers you everything you need. So yeah, I'm not seeing really much of an issue with this card. Kevin Durant up next for a TTO card. We'll rank a pink diamond, S tier. KD is phenomenal. Maybe we'll make our top 6 Park cards at the end of the list, but I love KD and TT. Like, KD, just the way he can dribble, he can lean. He does everything you need. He's one of the most lethal cards in TTO Park if you have him. He is absolutely amazing in my team. So next up, we got Kyle Korver. I'm ranking Kyle Korver in a C tier. He lacks on defense, but Korver's just a shooter. And he can shoot in TTO Park, and he's going to be phenomenal. Like I said, Pink Diamond Korver, come on, probably be as high as A tier. It's the only reason he's not higher because of his defense. Like, he's really, really good for TTO Park if it wasn't for the defense. The defense is going to be a real big issue. Doug Collins up next. I'd probably go B tier for Doug Collins. I don't mind his jumper. Jumper's good. He can create. He can do some things. I don't mind Doug Collins. I'd rather have Doug Collins more than Grant Hill, in all honesty, on the court for me if I'm in TTO Park. Just facts. Doug Collins ain't bad. Doug Collins are not bad. So next up, we got Jaren Jackson. He's another S tier. What doesn't he do on the court? He's amazing. He has a jumper. He does it. I like Jaren Jackson in Treble Fret Park. Really, really good card. We're going right through these cards. Jack Martin, C tier. Or like, I probably put him in C tier. He can hit his open shots for you, but his jumper's on the slower end. Still can defend good, but he's not going to be better than Doug Collins, Grant Hill. I don't think Christian Brun, even Christian Brun's a fast jumper in TT Park, what you need. There, I'd probably go C tier for him. I mean, you can make a tall man lineup and he'll be interesting a little bit, but I can't go I'll go B tier for him. Like, I'd rather have Zaire over Korver just because he's taller, 6'10", but that release is just too slow. Like, I just don't like that jumper. I don't like that jumper that much. I mean, he's greenable. He's 6'10". I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him in B tier just because he's 6'10". He's 6'10". He's tall. Michael Porter up next. I'm putting probably in C tier. Only reason is he has a really solid jumper, but same issue with Korver is that defense atrocious, and you need defense in Triple Threat Park, really. Dyson Daniels up next. We're going S tier for Dyson Daniels. Really good point guard, has a fast jumper, exactly what you need in TTO Park. He's going to be absolutely phenomenal for you in TTO Park. Steven Jackson up next. Steven Jackson's probably one of the most overrated park cards you ever heard. This card isn't good. His release is mid. I don't know why every content creator hypes him. I think we're all still in the past with Steven Jackson. The man stinks now. Like, stop hyping garbage up. Please stop hyping like freaking garbage up. Like, he sucks. Jay Crowder up next. I'd rather have Jay Crowder at B tier. Good release, has a good jumper, but yeah, I can't put him at A tier, but for B tier, he has the defense. He comes with everything he needs. I almost want to say B, but I can't, so I'm going B tier for Jay Crowder. Wiggins release is way too slow in TTO Park. Probably go C tier for him. I'd rather have Scotty Barnes, but it's like he can still provide on defense, but that jumper is just so cooked, which it's an issue for real. Like, it's an issue. Paolo Banchero is going to be S tier. Absolutely amazing in TTO Park. He's like LeBron in TTO, and he's just going to be cooking people. Jalen Green up next. Jalen Green can cook. Like, I mean, he's better. He's going to be better, but Jalen Green lacks defensive. I think he lacks defensive badges, and that's going to be an issue. So for me, I'm probably just going to go B tier for Jalen Green as a TTO card. I don't think he'll be as lethal, but if he's badged out, Jalen Green, yeah, man, I'm going B tier. I'll go B tier with Jalen Green. We got it, like, let's see, Miles Turner up next. I think Miles Turner is probably his best thing in TTO Park. He's going to be amazing in S tier, really. And he's going to be phenomenal in that S tier spot, really. Because there's so many S tiers, but, like, I can't just rank any of these guys bad. Because they're, like, there's so many, but it's, like, all these players are elite in Triple Threat Park if you use them. They're elite. Josh Smith, I'd probably go in D tier. His release is too slow at this stage in the game. He's just not going to be it. ML Carr, Nutter, probably put him into almost an F. Like, he doesn't come with any badges. Release is fine, but, like, it's good. But, like, I just don't like ML Carr that much. I feel like ML Carr's shot wasn't going in for me. He's alright, but just not that good. Willis Reed up next, going in A tier. Really good card for TTO Park. Absolutely phenomenal. Has one of the best releases in the... Actually, I gotta go S tier. It's like, I'm going A tier for now. We'll go A tier. We have to think about it. We'll think about it. But I have to go A tier for Willis Reed. And probably he's elite. He's elite. But up next, we got Chet up next. I'd probably go C tier for Chet. I just don't think Chet's going to be better than Kareem or PJ Brown on the court. But actually, he has a 93 3-pointer, good defense. Would I rather have Chet on the court? Yeah, I'd rather have Chet on the court. I'd rather have Chet on the court than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and PJ Brown. Just because of the 3-pointer being higher, even with the skinny arms. I'm going A tier for Chet for Triple Threat Park. I don't mind it. KCP up next. KCP is elite in TTO Park. I'm going A tier for him. Like, he is actually really good in TTO Park. Really good at Diamond card. Like, I almost want to say S tier because I'll put him in S tier. I don't care. I'll put him in S tier because KCP is so good in TTO Park. For y'all with Diamond cards, KCP is a great card in TTO Park. I played against him, and he cooks me. He cooks me. Al Harrington up next. Another card that's still very, very good for this day, and he's going to be an A tier. I think Al Harrington is a really good Diamond card for TTO Park, and I do like him a lot. So A tier for Al Harrington. I don't care. Buddy Hield up next, probably going C tier. I feel like his release is still going to be good in TTO Park, but I feel like that's about it, though, with him. In my opinion, I just feel like there's many better options than him. Glenn Rice up next, and he's probably another C tier overall. Like, he's not on the B tier caliber. Like, I'd rather have Jay Crowder on the court, but he can still get the job done. I just feel like he lacks on defense. He's mainly going to be your catch-shoot guy, and he's lacking badges already, so yeah, I'm probably going to go D tier. I'd rather have Jack Martin on the court, so yeah, I'm going to have to, like, consider that. Diamond Korolenko up next. If you know how to time with Korolenko, I probably would go B, just because, like, if you know how to release his release. If you know how to release, because he's actually perfect. It's just, I hate his jump shot. I still can't green it. But if you can green it, he's probably going to be a B tier in a Diamond. Like, he would be. Julius Randle up next. C tier. Like, Julius Randle could still, like, if he played on a taller lineup, it wouldn't be a bad thing. But, I mean, C tier for Julius Randle's not the worst in the world for him. Ronnie Seekley probably go C. I can't, like, I want to say B tier because he comes with a 3-pointer and that's helpful, but his shot is slow, so it's kind of like, like, would I rather have him? I'm gonna have to rank him at B tier. I'm gonna have to because like he comes with a 3-pointer higher than PJ Brown and Kareem, so that's important. So I'm gonna have to rank him in at B tier. Danny Manny up next. Danny Manny looks solid for a TTO card. I'm being honest. A tier. Like, Danny Manny 6'10", has great defense. Jumper I know ain't bad. Like, Danny Manny can do his job on the court for you in TTO Park. I don't mind Danny Manny as a card in TTO Park overall. Russell Westbrook up next. Like, at this point, probably C tier. Like, Russell Westbrook has a 50 interior, just not going to get the job done at this point. And he's just not going to be it enough. 6'3" is not tall enough. I haven't included much 6'3" players on this list because, I mean, short people don't make it in this list. Jonathan Kuminga, probably go A tier for Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga has a good release overall. He is decent in TTO Park. So, honestly, I'm going A tier for Jonathan Kuminga. Roy Hibbert is an interesting one. Roy Hibbert's actually good. Like, I'm putting Roy Hibbert, like, call me crazy. I'm putting Roy Hibbert in B. Like, Roy Hibbert, if you run a very tall line, I lost to someone that just drop stepped me with Roy Hibbert on Wemby every single time with a very tall lineup. Roy Hibbert is interesting in TTO Park. He's the only person I've seen this where, like, his player model is so huge that he just pushes you out the way. Like, it is a stupid player model, and it's so overpowered. Like, it's like, go try it. It's really overpowered in Trophy Park. I played against it. I don't care. I'm ranking him at B tier. And the speed wasn't an issue in TTO Park, so Corey Maggette up next. I'd probably go C. C tier. I mean, he has defense. I mean, he hasn't come on ball minutes, so I'm going C tier for him. All right, card, but at this point, that's the best way to describe it. Asa Green up next. I'd probably go A tier. Asa Green has a good release. Has a fire release overall. He's going to make every jumper for you. So for a diamond card, I like him in TTO Park. Shagillis Alexander up next is an interesting one. Do I put him in that S tier bracket of like cards? And I think you kind of do, but I don't think he's an S tier TTO card. I just don't. Like, I'm probably going to go A tier for Sha. Like, I like Sha a lot, but I've been I lose a lot of games with him in TTO Park. I don't mind him in TTO Park. I would lose a lot with him. So, honestly, I'm probably going A tier for Shagillis Alexander. Honestly, I'd rather have Dyson Daniels than Sha because his release more smoother than Sha's like, in his setting. Like, and if I'm crazy for saying it, maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy for saying it. This list is kind of crazy to think about. But Drew Holiday up next. I like Drew Holiday Unlimited, but his skinny body frame is going to be an issue, I feel like, in TTO Park. So I'm probably going to go in that C tier bracket. I like Drew Holiday. I just don't think for a TTO Park card he's going to be great because his player model's on. He has that skinny 6'5" frame, and that's going to be an issue playing defense a little bit. So I think against taller lineups, so I'm going C tier for Trade. Glenn Robinson, I like him in TTO. The false swing isn't the worst release in the world. I'm probably going A tier for Glenn Robinson. I don't mind Glenn Robinson, so A tier for Glenn Robinson overall. Not bad. We still got a lot on this list. RJ Barrett up next. We got B tier. I don't mind RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett, alright. Good enough shot. That's all I got to say about RJ Barrett. Jared McLean, F tier for TTO Park. His release is awful. I don't think he's F in terms of unlimited, but in a TTO Park setting, it will be horrible. Dwight Howard's, I just don't think he'll be as good in TTO Park. His his 3-ball is way too low. So I'm going to have to go D tier for Dwight Howard at this point. And next we got Jarrett Allen. I probably would go to B tier. Release is good enough. 6'9", can provide for you for his price tag. I like it. So I'm going B tier for Jarrett Allen. Giannis Antetokounmpo is an interesting card because I'm like, I'm going to rank him if you're good, but I'm also going to rank him if you're bad. Like, he's A in terms of like, for me, I just don't know. It's so hard to rank this card because it's like I know this card has potential chance to be S tier in TTO, but it's like I can't put him in S tier because like it's like if you know at a time with Giannis, you know he can be an A tier, S tier Park card, but if not, then it's like I just don't know. Jakeem Noah, I just don't think that release is gonna like a release in TTO Park. He's probably going to same tier as Kareem. It's just I feel like in this mode they're both not going to be as lethal because the release isn't the greatest in the world, and you want fast, you want easy to time releases. So honestly, I'm probably going B tier for Noah. I feel like they would be in the same tier bracket in TTO Park. But next up, we're Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh got a high 3-pointer. I want to say A tier for Chris Bosh, because if you know his release really good, you can time his release good. Actually, I'd probably go B tier and have his Opal in A tier, but I feel like Chris Bosh isn't even bad, so I'm going A tier for Chris Bosh. If you know his release good, Rudy Gobert, I feel like it's not gonna end well for you. Like, he doesn't even have a player model, like a Vantage, so it's not gonna end well for you. Brad, I don't mind, but 55 3-pointer, that is just not gonna cut it really, so I'm going C tier. Next up is Jason Richardson up next. And as a TTO card, J Rich can provide. I'd probably go B tier for him, like as a diamond card. Like, would I rather Christian Braun or J Rich? I'd rather J Rich. So I'm putting J Rich in A tier. He's an A tier quality TTO card. So yeah, I think he's an A tier quality card. Dwight Howard up next. It's like you gotta put Dwight in S tier, even in TTO Park. But it's like his release is weird, wonky, but he can get an 83-pointer, bang it down. So I think you gotta put Dwight Howard in S tier for TTO Park cards. And next up, we got Andre Miller. Andre Miller didn't look bad on paper, but he's D tier, 6'3" guard, has good defense, but like I probably go C tier. But it's like, yeah, he's 6'3". He's 6'3". Same with Chris Paul. He's probably gonna go in F. Like, he's a 6'1" guard. I'd rather have Mario Chalmers because he has a easier release. But Chris Paul, I mean, I don't know what he's like. What would you buy in 70K to use TTO Park for Chris Paul? You know what I mean? Gilbert Arenas up next. I'm using B tier for Gilbert Arenas. I'd probably go A tier for Gilbert Arenas. I don't think Gilbert Arenas, the drop off from Gilbert to Shaw in a TTO Park game is gonna be much of a difference. Like maybe I'm wrong about that, but I don't know. I don't feel like it'll be much of a freaking difference overall. Danny Green up next. I probably go B tier for Danny Green. Danny Green can still provide open shots, bang that. I just wish he had a higher drive and dunk, but it is, it is good for the most part. Scottie Pippen. I think Scottie Pippen, if you know how to time his release in a TTO Park, his release is perfect for TTO Park. So I'm saying S tier for Scottie Pippen, and I think I have to rank him there. I feel like it'd be wrong to not list him there. I feel like I have to list him there overall, so that is what we're going with. Next up, we got Josh Hart. I don't think Josh Hart's bad in TTO. I'll probably go B tier. He's only 6'5", but like, I'm gonna have to go A, because like I have Alex Caruso in there. So I feel like I have to. Like, I don't think the drop off from Shaw to like a Josh Hart to it's gonna be that crazy in TTO Park. I just don't see much of a difference in value really. But Siakam, I'm probably going D tier. Siakam's release is almost unusable. So I'm like, I almost want to say borderline F tier for him, because like it's just Siakam's release is not going to be good enough in TTO Park. It's just not going to cut it really. And it's just not going to really cut it, but I'm going to go D tier for him. Lamar Odom, that's an interesting card. His release is weirdly jonky, so I'm going C tier for him. I can't go B tier. I'd rather have RJ Barrett. Jake, like, it's just like that release a little bit wonky, and it's just not going to be good. T-Mac has a wonky release, but he's actually very good in TTO Park. I'm going A tier for T-Mac. Like, T-Mac is actually really, really good in TTO Park still. He just be shooting legit over people. And I almost want to say S tier, which I probably am. It's like, if you know how to use T-Mac, T-Mac is really good in TTO Park. I'm just going to say that now. He's very good in TTO Park. Brandon Ingram up next. He has no leaner. Probably go D tier for him, C tier. He's just not that greatest. I just don't think he's better than Michael Porter on the court. No, I'm going D. I just don't think he's better than Michael Porter even on the court. LeBron James, I'll go S tier for LeBron. LeBron is going to be amazing in King of the Court. I said King of the Court. In Triple Threat Park is going to be really, really amazing, and you should really love him. So we're going S tier. We're going with that. Chris Kaman up next. Release can cut it in TTO. I don't mind it. C, B tier. Like, I just don't mind it in TTO Park, or really, for what he can offer you there. I just don't think it's bad. He has a higher 3-pointer. Speed isn't going to be that important, so ain't bad. Kevin McHale, probably go C tier. Kevin McHale's release just slow and weird. It just, I wish he had a faster release, but it is what it is with 2K. With Kevin McHale, it's alright. Kevin Malone, Karl Malone, I don't mind Karl Malone TTO A tier. Like, I don't mind Karl Malone in the TTO setting. I think he has a shot that's very easy to time. I don't think it's going to be that bad for Karl Malone in TTO. It's just my opinion. I think he'll be good in a TTO saying Wally. I don't think Wally would be bad C tier. Like, he can't dunk, but Wally's still got a nice jumper. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to be bad in TTO Park, really. Like, he's not going to be bad in TTO. Like, I don't mind Wally for a TTO card, really. So, like, I'm going B tier for Wally. I'd rather have anyone in C tier. So, honestly, I don't mind Wally in TTO part. Danny Granger, I'm probably going to go S tier for Danny Granger. Elite release. He's going to be really good in TTO part. And he's going to be really, really good. So, Jerry Stackhouse up next. Release is on not as fast, really. So, I'm probably going to go B tier. He can still slash at the paint good, but he's not better. I'd rather have J Rich, because J Rich just have that smoother release and can dunk faster. And I think Jerry Stackhouse is way better than Jason Richardson, but in a TTO game, and if it's an unlimited game, Jerry Stackhouse is significantly better than Jason Richardson. But in a TTO game, I'd rather have Jason Richardson on the court. It's just Magic Johnson, just F tier. Release is unusable. Why are you using Magic in TTO? Like, Magic is a straight up unlimited card. Do not use Magic in TTO. Eddie Jones is phenomenal. You already know I love this card. This card will be absolutely elite in TTO. Like, he is really good. Like, he is really good. He is S tier. I do not care. Cedric Maxwell has a low 3-pointer, D tier. I don't know what Ty was gassing on his video, gassing him up. He's not that great. Like, I don't know why we gassing Cedric Maxwell up. He's not good. Mashburn, we're going C tier for Mashburn. Mashburn, I don't even mind this card on the court. Like, I don't mind this card in the court in a TTO game. B tier, I don't mind Mashburn on the court. I could be wrong. Like, do I mind this card? I don't mind him. Like, he has an easy jumper. He's still going to perform well for you in TTO part. So I'm going B tier for Mashburn. I don't mind Mashburn as a TTO part card. Drazen, I don't think Drazen is bad. Like, I don't. I probably go C tier because he can't, like, slash at the paint. But I don't think Drazen's going to be bad for you in TTO part. He's still going to do his thing on there. Like, I still don't think he'd be better than Wally or Mashburn at this point, or Daddy Green. But he'll be fine in TTO part. James Harden, I just don't like James Harden in this game. I like my old gen. I don't like him on next gen. He's D tier. He don't really move that crazy. You're just using Harden to use Harden, I feel like, and he's just not going to be that great. Jermaine O'Neal, release sucks, D tier. Like, release sucks, and he's just not going to get the job done. I'm sorry, that release is cooked. Moses Malone, I'm probably going to put him in the same spot as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't mind Moses Malone. He has a 63-pointer, but, like, Moses Malone, I played against him. He doesn't miss. His jumper's really easy to time, so at that point, I feel like Moses Malone can still hoop a little in TTO part. I don't think it's much of a drop-off from PJ Brown or Noah or Kareem in TTO part, or Jared Allen, so it's like, I gotta put him there. Right now, we got Wembanyama. I'm putting Wemby, obviously. He's an S tier. He is an amazing card in there. I mean, probably put in that third spot, but yeah, Wemby is amazing. He's going to be the lead in TTO part. Dirk Nowitzki up next. I think Dirk you can put in, like, A tier. Like, speed is not going to made that much, but Dirk's going to be a fun. He's going to bang his leaners. He's going to be a really solid card in TTO part. And I don't mind him for it. Like, I feel like Dirk as a TTO part guard, his release isn't going to be as much of an issue. He still got speed. He still offers a lot on the court. So, honestly, I like Dirk Nowitzki as a TTO part card. Because he fits that more than an unlimited card. So I'm just being honest. I like him. Sidney Moncrief up next. I'm probably going S tier for him. I don't know why my thing is doing that, but I probably go S tier. Sidney Moncrief, good release, good shot. I really do like Sidney Moncrief as a TTO card, so he'll be elite for you. Cade Cunningham's another one. He's going to be S tier too. It's just he fits the meta. The only thing he doesn't have is a laner, but he fits the meta for TTO part. He will be amazing in TTO part overall, so I'm going S tier for I forgot with Cade Cunningham. But next up, we got Shaquille O'Neal, and Shaq just doesn't have a big player amount. F tier. Like, Shaquille O'Neal doesn't really, like, I've seen this card. He never does anything on the floor. I'm just being honest. Does nothing on the floor. Cameron Thomas up next. I'd probably go C tier for Cameron Thomas. Because Cameron Thomas can actually cook in TTO. Like, he actually can move. So you want to have a little bit of fun, go put in Terrence Thomas. You're going to have a lot of fun with him. And he's going to be really, really cool to use. But he's not going to be getting wins. But he's going to be fun to use. Derek White. I'd rather have Cameron Thomas and Derek White on the court at this point. Like, it's just like in terms of a TTO part, only 50 dunk. I mean, that's not going to cut it. Bob Pettit, Galaxy Opal card, is a S tier card. I really do like him as a Galaxy Opal. He's really, really, really good. So S tier for Bob Pettit. Next up, we got David Robinson up next, and he's gonna be, I'd probably go A tier for D-Rob. E-Rob, I'll probably put that D-Rob in A tier, then put the other D-Rob. Like D-Rob, where's D-Rob? Where's D-Rob? There's D-Rob. I probably put D-Rob in S, because even though it is laggy, but if you're good with D-Rob, right, in TTO Park, he's gonna be elite. He's gonna be elite in a TTO Park setting. So I'm going S tier for Park. So yeah, we're going S tier for him. And this is a big list. Like I said, it's a big list. Larry Bird up next. He's not gonna be doing nothing on the court D tier. His release is cooked. Like, he might be, actually, he can still defend for you. I don't mind. That release is cooked. That release is cooked D tier. I can't go any higher. It's like, I'd rather have Lamar Odom. It's like, come on. Like, it's just like, what are we doing? Hakeem Olajuwon up next. Hakeem, it's like, it's interesting. I'd probably go A tier for Hakeem. I don't mind Hakeem in TTO part, but it's like, I feel like I'm moving Willis Reed up. Like, I'd rather have Willis Reed on the court than Hakeem Olajuwon in a TTO part game. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. But Tyrese Haliburton, I see him a lot in TTO Park. He's not good. D tier. The cards can't dunk. He's weak. Like, no. Stop using Tyrese. Dwayne Wade. Probably go C tier. His release is still in the slower end. I don't really like him for TTO Park. Like, I'd rather have Tyrese over Dwayne Wade on TTO Park. His release is not going to cut it anymore. So, honestly, I can't go higher than D tier because I don't think he's much better than Harden. I mean, Harden can't defend him to begin with. Harden probably needs to come down to F tier, to be honest, because his defense is atrocious. So, yeah, that's the only thing we're changing up. But Jimmy Butler up next. Jimmy Butler probably going to that A tier bracket because he can still defend, shoot his shot wide open. He's still going to be elite for you on the court. So, I like Jimmy Butler as a TTO card. Kawhi Leonard probably going in S tier. He is really still an elite defender. Going to be good for you on the court overall. And he's going to provide for you. So, honestly, we're going S tier for Kawhi Leonard overall. And we can let it down, but you can disagree. And Zach LaVine, too, is also a S tier in TTO Park. He is a phenomenal park card. And you are going to love Zach LaVine in MyTeam Park. Chris Mullin, just... D, like, I mean, this just, no. Like, what are we doing? Ron Artest in TTO Park setting, he's going to be S tier. Like, you just got it. I think I moved Stackhouse. Did I move Stackhouse to B tier? I can't even remember if I haven't got him in B. I can't even remember. Did I have him in B? I can't remember. Can't even freaking remember. And I just lost another player. Okay, Ron Artest was S tier. No, I think I have him. No, we have him in C because we had Jason Richardson in B. So, where did J Rich go? Where? I don't even see J Rich anymore. I have him in B tier. I have him in B, got J Rich in A, so that makes sense. Dr. J up next is a S tier, one of your best TTO Park cards in the whole entire game. Gonna be elite. Nothing more to say there. Joel Embiid up next. I think Embiid's like A. Like, I don't like his jump shot, to be really honest with you, but it's like, I mean, I just don't like the jumper, really. Like, I don't mind. It's whatever. Zach Rudolph, I mean, he can still bang threes for you, still do his job. I probably put him in that B. I don't mind Zach Rudolph. Like, honestly, I don't mind Zach Rudolph, so I'll put him in B tier. Kevin Love up next. As a TTO card, Kevin Love will probably go S tier. Like, he has an easy jump shot. He fits the meta at TTO Park really good. He's gonna be like probably in the same tier like Wes Unseld is probably in, if I even remember. Probably didn't, but Wes Unseld would probably go S tier. We can go fast on these opals. We don't gotta waste much time because most of y'all don't have Galaxy opals. For y'all that do, Wes Unseld would be S tier in terms of that. Gary Payton up next. I just don't think Gary Payton will be any higher than Dwayne Wade on this list, so I'm going D tier. He has great enough defense, but like, his jumper is just not it in TTO Park. It's gonna get you cooked. Kevin Garden up next. We got him in B tier. I just don't think KG and TTO is it, really. I don't think he's better than Giannis or D-Rob. It's like, it's Danny Manny. KG's good, but like, I don't think he'll be better than any of those cards. Carmelo Anthony up next will be probably will be S tier in TTO. Probably A tier. And for next gen, probably will go in that A tier bracket, because Melo, is he gonna be better than Dr. J and TTO? He's gonna be more of a, you know, actually, I feel like he's S tier. And at least to me, I feel like he's S tier. Mutombo up next. I feel like Mutombo's gonna have that Roy Hibbert effect a little bit. So I'm gonna go C tier. We gotta actually see, because if he does, because Roy Hibbert has that effect. I don't know if he's gonna have the same effect, but he will be good in my team. Now we're gonna put Anthony Davis all the way up in S tier. We're just going really fast on this list. S tier right now. But we've been talking for a whole lot in this tier list. Anthony Edwards up next. In a TTO setting, great defense. I'd probably go A for Anthony Edwards. In terms of like TTO, still probably A because he can slash at the rim really good. I don't think he'll be better. Like I said, I think Jalen Williams will be better in a TTO setting than Anthony Edwards. Just because of the way the game works. And I just think he would be. Dan Unseld up next. I'm probably going to go S tier for him. He has a phenomenal release, a good driving. I think Ebant's got him, so he got a really phenomenal card. So S tier for Jonathan Isel. Amari Stoudemire, probably going to go C tier because like his release is way too slow. Rick Barry, where I put him, probably D. His release isn't that great enough. Paul George will be S tier as a card, really, so we can go S tier. And we've been talking for 36 minutes, man. Shout out if you still watching. Go hit the like button. I appreciate you for watching this video. Kirilenko, I'm going A tier for Kirilenko. If you're good with his jumper, it'll be S tier. But I'm just not good with his jumper, so I'm just going to have to go A tier for him. I just not that great with his jumper. Bernard King is easily S tier. An amazing hidden gem if you got him. One of the best ones. I really do like him. And he's going to be good in TTO Park. Penny Hardaway, I don't think it's going to be as good in TTO Park, really. So I'm going to probably go A, because I feel like he's on that Shaq Gillis level, but I don't think he's S tier as a triple threat card, to be honest. His release is kind of not as fast. So DeMar DeRozan up next. I think DeRozan would be a lead in TTO Park. Like, I have no issue with DeRozan. Probably, yes, he has a great defense, a good leader. I don't have an issue with DeRozan in TTO Park, so that's just me. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar up next. I feel like he's going to be the same issue. I might just put him in the same spot, because I don't think he's going to... I feel like it's still going to have the same issue that everybody else had. So I'm going B tier for Kareem. In triple threat part, Manu Ginobili. I actually think this card ain't even bad. Like, after playing someone good with him, I'm actually starting to realize Manu Ginobili is not even a bad card. So I think I'll go C tier. I'm starting to actually like Manu in this game. I mean, I had to use him more myself, but I'm starting to see the vision with Manu. And I don't know why. I'm starting to see the vision. Ray Allen up next has a phenomenal release. I feel like for TTO, he's S. Like, he offers defense. He has a first on block, but it's not going to be as big a deal in TTO Park. He has a good release. I think he'll be an S tier triple threat park card. I don't feel like he will be good on limited, but triple threat park, he won't be that bad. Jason Tatum up next, S tier. Like, he'll be an amazing TTO Park card for you, and I think he'll be decent. Next up, we got Vince Carter. Obviously, he's going to be S tier. He's an amazing TTO Park card, too. He's going to be really good. And next, we got J.R. Smith. He has a hitch in his release, so I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to have to go B tier. I just don't know about J.R. J.R. has great defense. I can't put him in that B. I can't put him in that B tier list. So I'm going B tier for J.R. Smith, just because, like, I don't know. J.R. Smith, it's a love and hate relationship. Derrick Rose, probably going to go in D tier for this point, because D Rose is just going to be on that shorter, and he has good defense. He has way better defense. It's just like, I can't go higher than a 6'3" guard. They could just like run a tall lineup than what he's doing. You know what I mean? Then like, what is he doing? With LeBron James, S tier, just obviously. Even though the two LeBrons are basically the same card, but hey, this is just for my hidden gem guys, really. For my hidden gem guys that do have these cards, that ask me to rank them because they want to rank them. And we'll rank them S tier. Cards that didn't include, I don't think I include Bob Leitner. I think Bob Leitner would be good on the list. And stuff like that. So Dave Cohen's probably would be an S tier. Overall S tier. Did I move them there? I can't even find them, to be honest. This list is so big. My apologies, but this is a huge list. Donovan Mitchell, I just don't think will be as good in TTO Park. Probably D tier too. Like he's 6'3", 6'3", and it's just, yeah, you know, 6'3". Sean Marion, S tier for Triple Threat Park. What doesn't he do? He guards, does anything on the court. He's gonna be great in TTO Park. John Havlicek, I don't mind John Havlicek for a TTO Park card. He has a low Duncan, but as a TTO Park card, I'd probably go A tier. Phenomenal release for a TTO card. I don't mind it. Patrick Ewing up next. And I probably would rank him in that C tier because, like I said, that release is on slow, and that's not going to cut it in TTO Park. Elvis Hayes, I have him probably in C tier. Like, he's all right. Release is just, ain't going to cut it either. Dennis Rodman, I don't mind this card as a card that just shoots wide open threes. I don't mind Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman can green, A tier, has amazing defense, going to be good on TTO Park. Clyde Drexler is going to be S tier, is going to be amazing in TTO Park overall. And you're gonna like him. So S tier for him. Jason Kidd, probably the same tier. Probably go 1 tier up. 6. I probably go right here. 1 tier up because he can play defense. I just don't think that jumper's gonna cut it in TTO Park, to be really honest with you. So I'm going D. I just don't think it's gonna cut it. Baron Davis, probably in that C tier bracket. He's a little better than Russ, but has good defense. But Paul Gasol, he has slow release timing, so I'm going C tier. But yeah, that is the list. That is the list for Triple Threat Park. I don't, let me know. Let me move this list over a little so you can see the whole thing. Let me know if you agree, disagree. There's some hard things to say, really. Ron Artest, I mean, this list was long, nice, and long, really. So yeah, this list was really, really, really long. And some Diamond Hidden Gem shoutouts I will say is Larry Nance, Bruce Bowen, Gallo, Paul George, Demetric Harrell, Mo Bamba. They're not bad diamonds for TTO Park as well. Didn't rank them, just wanted to mention them. And Tim Duncan should be at S tier for some reason. He's not on this list for some reason. He should be too, but yeah. That is my official Triple Threat Park list. I ain't going to make one of these in a minute. It'd take way too long, but yeah. I hope y'all, oh, I forgot to move this over. Let's make this a little bit small. I just noticed that it was a little bit smaller, so y'all couldn't even see it. So I'm going to scroll up one more time. And yeah, that's the TTO Park list. Let me know if you agree, disagree with the list. I mean, this is a crazy list. It's crazy how this list came up to be, but and kind of nuts. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next My Team video. And get me a